doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. you are the only one. See, I know just how you like it. At sunrise to midnight. All the sweet love in the morning. Stripped down and up high. Home in summer when the bedroom light is fading. Only lovers know what loving really does. I don't mind the fall if you are falling with me. Only lovers know. It's a permanent summer. Permanent summer. It's a permanent summer. Permanent summer. It's a permanent summer.
Good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter, and I welcome you to this brand new week, this brand new altcoin rally. To the Mango Grove, I have Krisha here with me, guys. Or rather, Krisha, say hi to the guys and the gals, of course. Krisha, are you here? I lost Krisha. Let me go ahead and see what's going on. Yeah, we lost Krisha. She's no longer on mic. She's gone offline just as I started the live stream. Oh man, that's pretty funny. So I'm gonna have to entertain you guys on my own while she gets her things sorted out. Let me just go ahead and pull up the chat really quickly to make sure that you guys can hear me, or I'd just be streaming to myself. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Let me know.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, Krisha.
Okay, my Discord crashed.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Discord sabotaging you. We are live, by the way. People can hear me. And,
what's up, you guys?
As you guys can see, Krisha's pretty excited. She's enjoying today a lot.
Today was a very, very good day. A very good day. However, like I was just looking at the Bitcoin chart because Ethereum's just been freaking ripping. I did not look at Bitcoin's close, and I think Bitcoin actually had a it had an interesting close, Sean.
Yep. Nope. I think people are gonna make the same mistake they made the last cycle and completely ignore Bitcoin. And if you look at the daily close, I'm not sure whether you're looking at the weekly, but the daily close itself was really, really good. The weekly was phenomenal, but
So I am looking at the weekly close actually.
Okay.
Because we closed a weekly candle. I hope everyone knows that. Everyone who is looking to play this cycle aggressively, you guys should know when these critical candles close. Now, I don't know about you, Sean, but I was looking at this one weekly level. Now we went over this in yesterday's live stream, which was this 33,500 region.
Yes.
Okay, I was looking for Bitcoin to close over that region if we had to see continuation, but right now I believe that we have closed under. Not I believe, I know that we have closed under. And just looking at the lower time frame structure, what are your thoughts? I'm seeing a symmetrical triangle. Do you think that could break down?
When you say lower time frames, are you looking at the 1 hour?
I'm looking at the 4 hour, particularly, and actually not the 4 hour. Sorry, the 1 hour. There's like a symmetrical triangle. Yeah. That's playing right now, like that's kind of forming right now. Of course, a symmetrical triangle is a pattern that can break to either side. But this is
so where are you marking the symmetrical triangle from? Is it from, what are your lows? What are your lows that you're marking?
Okay, so the one from 3rd Jan and going all the way to 4th. So essentially forming, so right after we break below 33,500 and 30ish, that's where I'm starting the symmetrical triangle from.
Okay, I see. Yeah, no, I'm not looking at that. You could look at that as a squeeze, I guess. I'm not entirely sure if I'm drawing it the way you have it, but Krisha, what I'd rather do is take in a horizontal because it just makes things a lot more clearer. At around, let's mark out the level at around 32,554. I can't believe we're saying these numbers so nonchalantly. 32,554. Yeah, no big deal.
Just yeah.
And we talked about this like months ago, right? We talked about how the volatility is going to be nuts. We're going to be moving $1,000, $2,000 within an hour, and we're doing that now. We're seeing all of that unfold. But yeah, this horizontal now at 30,554. We can mark that out from around 3rd Jan UTC time around 2 a.m. in the morning all the way to today. We can just wait for an hour or 2 hourly candles to close underneath that, as well as us taking out the wick at 32,260. If we do all of that, then yeah, we could look for the breakdown.
I'm saying 29, if we do see a breakdown, that is, I'm looking at 29 all the way up to 31. I think that's where we could come down to. But don't you think like this is like a classic sort of, not a classic case, I can't really say it's a classic case, but it's like, okay, Bitcoin, it rips and then it it morphs into some sort of very, very low time frame consolidation, while the rest of the altcoins go berserk, right? And then we
Yes,
see a lot of
yes.
retailers jump into altcoins. Everyone is like in this frenzy, buy frenzy, just everyone's just buying, buying, buying. And then suddenly we see a volatile move, and nobody's prepared because everyone took their eye off the ball being Bitcoin.
And to be honest, Bitcoin may not even need to do that, right? Bitcoin may simply just slowly trudge its way to around 50,000, and the people who are in the know, the people who know what they're doing, they will be quick to leave altcoins as soon as Bitcoin breaks that $50,000 critical level. So here's the thing, Kusha. For me to be convinced that, or rather, let's say none of this had happened, where Ethereum had not made its move to around 1,000-ish, 1,100 now. All these coins weren't moving, and I was looking for all coins to move. I was waiting patiently. What I'd be looking for Bitcoin to do is establish a range. Now that range it could have been between 25,000 to 30,000, or could have been 30,000 to 35,000, right? We gotta wait for confirmation from the market to tell us where's that range. Okay, so now we have all coins moving. We have Bitcoin already hitting 35,000, blowing past 30,000. Now what we're looking for Bitcoin to do, right, for the altcoins to continue having their moves, is to range between these levels of 35,000 to 30,000. Yes, that's a $5,000 range, I get it, but we got to start getting used to the volatility, and there's no two ways about it. Okay, it's not real volatility in terms of percent gains at the very least. So
Yeah.
Bitcoin ranging between 35 to 30,000 is going to be the best scenario now for all coins to start catching up.
Yeah. I agree.
So let's go on over to the comments, Kusha. We have, let's see who we have here. We have Tan is here. Hey man, how's it going? Sayed is here. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you in here. Striza Onar, you're new. Welcome to Mango. Yeah, we will be checking out Cardano. Kusha is looking to do a special video, or rather dedicated video, on just Cardano, so stay tuned for that as well. Dalvinder Singh says hi, greetings from Singapore. How's it going, buddy? Good to have you in here. Wouter is in here. Morning to you as well. Eyes Off is in here as well. It's Avalanche. Are you referring to Avalanche? We can take a look at that. CryptoKitty, hey, how are ya? Good to see you in here. And Jayesh is in here as well. Wow. We have the gang in here.
Guys?
Just gotta wait for Wolvie, etc. The people in UK and Netherlands, etc. to wake up. Walter's awake early. Hey, good for you, buddy. Starting your day mango way. Let's see if you have any questions that we could answer to help people out. Raquel, I really like that name, says, hello Mango team. Hello to you too. Happy New Year to you as well. May you please briefly cover Polkadot. Any thoughts about a potential retrace as prices to benefit? Yeah, Dot. It's funny, Kusha, this morning I'm like, hey, Polkadot may actually catch some hype. We should take a look at that one. I'll be very willing to ride the trade on that one. Let's go ahead and look at Binance, or should we look at Poloniex, or I'll let.
Where is it even on Pol? Isn't Dot it's a relatively new coin, so it's likely just going to be on Binance, no?
It's on Binance, yeah. So wow, it's on a 1 hour uptrend for sure. But let's go ahead and take a look at. Let's start with the weekly to see what kind of price history we have. Hey, whoa, this is a nice little break over here. So what would be the ideal buy, if we even get that, considering this market is stupidly bullish? By the way, for those of you on the seed program, I posted a chart under the seed plays just before the stream, actually, under the seed plays channel on Discord. That looks very similar to this chart over here, to this Polkadot chart. It's essentially a play I took this morning. I did enter a position, and very easy to manage your risk, right? That's how we find good trades, not based on its potential to the upside. Of course, that is also a factor, but the first factor is it easy for me to manage my risk, because we are risk first as a community. Anyways, going back to Polkadot right over here, we are looking at this level right over here at around $5.99 as a beautiful buy opportunity. I'm not sure if we get that. Another early entry and a good buy would be testing these highs over here, retesting these highs over here at $6.85. So I hope that answers your question, Raquel. These are weekly levels though, right? If you're looking for even a more aggressive entry, because a drawdown on Polkadot from its current levels to the weekly levels is a 33% drawdown. Is that completely impossible? No. Come on, it's crypto, so don't laugh at me, Krisha. Don't laugh at the possibility
No, I'm
of
not
that.
laughing. I'm just saying, okay, it's possible if you know you find like the big guns taking a step back, basically Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff. But there are some charts like Polkadot being one that, you know, I mean, I think that the trend is like super aggressive, and also because it's trending. If you guys are looking for aggressive entries, okay, when I say aggressive, you guys are more risk on. Albeit, even if you're taking that approach, make sure you have some sort of stop loss or something in play. You know, make sure there's some sort of risk management that you employ in your trades. But I'm actually looking at the 4-hour time frame on .USD, Sean, and I can see that it actually broke out of an ascending triangle there, I believe.
Wow, so now I just panned on over to the 4-hour too, Krisha, and again I have to mention how this is so similar to the chart I just posted.
Yeah, it
morning.
is. Like, I actually thought it was the same one for a second as soon as I pulled it up. I'm just like, no, wait a minute.
A bull flag going into a major level, right here, a bull flag going to a major level, a beautiful break, nice little consolidation and continuation. I like this.
Yeah. It's looking good. Polkadot is looking good. What I do not want to see personally, so basically I want to see the level $9.46 actually hold. As you can see, it's coming down right now. I do believe that we could potentially get a test of that region. However, if we start breaking below that, then we could possibly see a lower test. What are your thoughts?
You're right though. This is a really nice chart, and I'm beginning to get eager to probably trade it myself as well. On the 4 time frame, we had a beautiful ascending triangle, Krisha. At the top of the ascending triangle, you're probably noticing is that $9.45 region.
Correct. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah. So Raquel, this might be something that you might be interested in looking at too, because you need to understand that one of the things in a bull market, right, that cause people to make mistakes is that they're waiting for that dip.
Uh-oh. Did your mic go off? Or is it me? No, I can't. Like, it's like muffled.
Oh, okay. Let me just...
Okay, better. Guys, if you guys cannot hear us for whatever reason, make sure to mention in the comments. That way we can catch it on time, and we're not just talking to our walls.
All right. I think you should be able to hear me now, Krisha.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
All right, awesome. So yeah, I was talking about how in a bull market, what tends to happen, all right, from my experience and coaching and helping a lot of, I don't want to say students, because the Seed family is more like family now. So just helping friends, let's put it that way, is that people wait for that dip, right? And there's a time to wait for the dip and there's a time not to. When you have identified that, hey, this is the critical level that has been broken, I'm going to be buying almost anywhere above this region as long as it's not above so-and-so level. A really good example most recently was Bitcoin, where we were waiting patiently for that $14,000 dip. It didn't come, right? As soon as we got the weekly candle close above not just 17,200 but above 18,200 as well as 19,200, I came on camera on the beach while I was on the beach on vacation and told you guys, Bitcoin has done something special and things are going to get interesting. At this point, the game plan changes to plan B, right? Plan B is the other plan where we are willing to buy higher, and I was very specific when I said I'm willing to buy anywhere between $20,000 to around $27,000, right? That was my range. As long as Bitcoin's willing to like stay within there, I was going to be buying. Now, similarly, you could look at all coins that way. As long as you identify a zone where, like, you know what, I'm willing to buy in this zone because there's a nice trade towards the upside. Yes, it may come down or it may not, but I'm willing to be a buyer here in a bull market, because what ends up happening is the trend, right? There are other market participants thinking along the same lines as me. And what ends up happening is that they end up buying and more people buy, and the trend keeps going. And then you see Bitcoin reach $44,000, $50,000, and you're still not in position. And then you capitulate and buy at those levels where you're not supposed to be buying. Because at that level, you're better off waiting. Just like at 20K, around 19K, you're better off waiting for the break, right? At 50K, you're better off waiting for a move higher or the dip that may come. But at this point, right, at this current zone, right, Raquel, you could be looking at this and be like, you know what, there's an ascending triangle right over here on the 4-hour time frame. This is broken towards the upside. I may want to just get into position over here, right? Now it's a if this then that in terms of risk management. All you need to do is say, hey, you know what, I want to enter here. If it continues, great. If it breaks down underneath this ascending triangle, then I just get out of position and it's done. It's over, right? I can get out of my position and reposition somewhere lower at around $6, perhaps $6.88. This is where I'm getting too much into like too technical, and you wanted a more brief answer, so I do apologize. But I'm hoping that all of you can use this and apply it to even your other trades, right? Not just Polkadot.
Yeah.
What's going on in the chat? It was a little bit distracting to me.
So yeah, there was this guy named Ram or whatever, and he just kept spamming freaking coins. So guys, if you have a request, so just, you know, say it once. Don't like go spamming, because I will block you.
Why can't you just ban
I don't
him?
know. Like, he just went on and on. Just freaking come on, Jesus.
Did you ban him?
People. I just kind of put him on timeout.
Okay, cool. What was he asking for? Like, just a coin analysis, or was he
yeah,
shilling
he
a
just
coin?
kept he just kept spamming the same damn coin. I think it was VeChain.
All right. Hey guys, I know that probably works in other communities. That doesn't work at Mango. We're not looking for, like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. We're a chill community. We like to make friends.
No, these guys
here.
are fine. Like,
Yeah,
most of the people
we like to
here are
talk,
freaking
yeah.
fine, but some people just don't know that etiquette. But so yeah, the bottom line of what Sean was essentially trying to say is that if you guys are more on the risk on side, okay, you're looking at those lower time frames, definitely approach your trades with a plan. So have an invalidation point. Okay, it is important to say that you're getting in here, and if price breaks down below this level, I'm out. At the very least, you should have an invalidation point. Okay, that is at least some level of risk management on your part.
Yeah. You always need to know when you're wrong. Okay, even if you guys tell yourselves, hey, I'm a long time holder, well, how long? At what point are you wrong about being a long? You guys, one thing you guys can really instill in your mindset that will make you really, really, really good investor, trader, whatever you want to call yourselves, is that you can and will be wrong. Something we tell everyone in Mango Grove and in the Mango Seed is that all we know is that we know nothing. Okay, so if you go into every trade and every investment with that mindset, you know you can be wrong, and that is protective. That is risk management on its own. Once you know that you can be wrong, you're asking yourself, hey, at what point will the charts tell me that I was wrong about my idea? And you can protect yourself, because always protect yourself.
Correctamundo. Okay, so let's take a couple of more requests. So all those of you asking for Ethereum, we just did a dedicated video on ETH. Okay, so you can find that on the channel. Like, I literally just pushed it out, not even half an hour ago. So go and check that out if you guys are like predominantly looking for ETH. All right, so what else? Cardano, should we be covering Cardano?
We covered it yesterday. We'll go ahead and take a look at it today as well.
Cardano.
Let me just look through if there are any other altcoins that people asked for. Raquel says, thank you very much. That was golden information. Hey, you're welcome, Raquel. I really appreciate the thank you. We can go ahead and just look at Cardano right now, Krisha, and you can do a more detailed analysis later as well.
Yes, sirree.
Cardano
Man, everything's
BTC
pumping. It looks
USD?
so good. But guys, make sure to have at least one eye on Bitcoin, okay? Because for those of you who've been in the market before, you guys know how this works, right? So Bitcoin is the big daddy. As soon as it decides to take a pull back, there's a very, very good chance that the rest of the altcoins also take a leg back on the USD timeframes, on the USD charts, apologies. So make sure to have at least one eye on Bitcoin. All right. So I've just pulled up Cardano USDT, Krisha, on the weekly time frame, and I'll just basically brief you guys on what we discussed on yesterday's live stream. Essentially, we were looking at this major level yesterday, right? That was before we got this weekly close, and I looked at this and I was like, whoa, this is actually looking fantastic, and I was a little irritated at Chainlink. I'm like, Chainlink, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Because as you guys know, I do have a Chainlink USD position. I got out of my Chainlink BTC position, and because you always stick to your rules, and that was the rule. If so happens, get out.
But the USD charts on certain altcoins have been looking fantastic, and Cardano was looking really good yesterday. What we were looking for was if it does close a weekly candle above 0.17, so around 17 cents, we're looking for the first target to be at around 22 cents. And hey, what do you know? We've already come and smacked up against it. Okay, so let's see, how do we analyze this, right? Because things are getting a little bit more difficult. You're going from one level right up onto another level. What I've been noticing is that the strong coins have been going and closing above the other level as well. So if you go ahead and look at Ethereum, in fact, check out Krisha's video today, we discussed this. Ethereum not only closed above that $835 level we were looking for, but also the $950 level, right? So there was an equivalent structure of this, right? Krisha, if you go on over to, I'm looking at the Binance chart. So if you look at 28th of May 2018, that structure is that bear flag structure that even Ethereum had, right? Ethereum closed above its equivalent 22 cent level on Cardano. So by that notion, you can be like, all right, cool. Ethereum is the stronger trade. It's the easier trade too right now because there is a zone from 1,000 to 1,200 that you're getting a move from, where you don't have resistance overhead. Cardano, on the other hand, it's sitting up against resistance. Now, that's on the weekly. Does it mean that we're not going to break it? No, it's a bull macro. The macro market is bullish, so you can assume or trade towards breaking of resistance overhead. So now we zoom into the lower time frame, the 4-hour time frame, and see what's going on over here. Ooh, cool. We just smacked up against it, and we're seeing our first initial rejection. This will give us information. Now what we want from here is a consolidation along this level, kind of like how we saw on Polkadot as well. If you see that, right, there's an opportunity, guys, over there. There's an opportunity where you guys can start buying these higher lows and building a position. Then you get the break, maybe the retest, get in your last position and ride the trade. This could go, guys, this could go, but you have to build your position as a trader. Don't just FOMO into it. Look at what's going on. Look at the information.
Yeah.
All right, I hope that helped, guys. I hope that helped.
And be okay not catching bottoms and not catching tops. You need to be okay with that. So your focus should be catching the meat of the move. Because if you're too focused on catching the bottom or catching the top, you're invariably going to get like super emotional about the trade. Like, oh, but I could have bought here. So no, I'm going to wait for the dip. And you know what? It never comes. Okay, so just be okay not catching the bottoms. What you need to understand is catch the high probability trade.
Yes.
Okay, so you're looking for a confirmation. So as soon as you get a break, that is your confirmation. Right?
Exactly.
Suddenly, the probability of the price having continuation is a lot higher. So that's what you need to play.
Krisha, you also mentioned how you shouldn't try to catch the top, right? And similarly, people, when they've identified that, hey, this coin isn't looking too good anymore, or hey, we've probably topped out over here. If you've, or even if you had a target of, let's say, $10, right? I'm just picking a random number, $10, and price comes up to around $9.90, and then pulls back on you before you had your take profit. Now you're thinking to yourself, no, I want to sell there. I want to sell at $9.90. I'm going to wait for it to come back over there. And it comes back to around $9.25 for another lower high. And you don't sell there. And it goes back down to $7. And now what ends up happening is, I'm going to draw it out on the screen. So you have a $10 high. It comes down. Comes back to $9.25. You don't sell there because you're being stubborn and you want to sell only at around $10, and then it goes back down again, comes back down to $8, comes back up to $8, and you don't sell there either because you're still waiting for that $10. And it keeps going down, and before you know it, you sat through an entire bear market. So I'm already now trying to prep you guys of how not to mess up when the bear market does start, right? Be very vigilant. I'm not saying that's going to happen right now, okay? It's very unlikely that's going to happen right now because we just started this market. It could happen. Remember, I've used the word unlikely, not definitely. Everything's possible in the markets. But protect yourself once you guys start noticing that, hey, damn, I'm in a downtrend, right? I don't want to sit through a bear market. Sell on the next lower high. Don't get emotional about wanting to sell at 10 or wanting to sell at 9. Sell when you get a nice opportunity, guys, and get out. Because how many of you sat through lower high, and every previous sell was better than the current sell and you never sell?
Yeah. So be careful and definitely check your emotions. Check out what's happening right now. So Cardano USDT is taking a pullback, but I believe that a lot of the coins right now are taking a pullback. So that begs the question: what the hell is Bitcoin up to? Did we break? Did we break that symmetrical triangle? And we did. Yeah, I think the volume is pretty decent on there.
Not yet.
I know you're not. I know you're not looking at it. So just a quick introduction for those of you who are like super new to Mango. I'm more of a pattern trader. I love patterns. Okay, of course I don't trade them just alone. Like I'll always use other technical analysis techniques, but I'm always looking for patterns. And Sean, well, he hates my patterns.
No, that's not entirely true at all. I just like looking at things through a more horizontal perspective. So the way I look at patterns, guys, is more through a trend perspective, right? Patterns are simply a derivation of trend analysis to be able to properly, for human beings to properly visualize a trend. So patterns just that. And yeah, sometimes patterns have led me to make mistakes, and it's one of my weaknesses. We talked about that in yesterday's video, where you try to identify where you tend to make weaknesses and just stay away from that ball game, right? As a trader, you get to choose which battleground you fight on. And that's one of our biggest advantages. If you notice, wow, Bitcoin is going down here, Kusha. So it's taking out the low 2 now. If it closes the 1 hour candle.
Yeah.
As long as it ranges, like we talked about in the beginning of this live stream, as long as it ranges between 30 and 35, I think we're A-okay. So this does look like it wants to make its move down to 30,600-ish, 500-ish.
I'm looking at, what is this? So I have 31,000 going all the way down to 29K.
Yep. So if we close this 1 hour candle here, maybe we could look at a 30-minute chart too for this one. Yeah, the 30-minute chart, Kusha, does line up too. And we're closing the 30-minute in around 6 minutes. So we may get a retest of the 32,400 level and then see the continuation, right? And that fits a descending triangle that you, as a pattern queen, is probably eyeing.
Yes, sirree.
Let's see though. Let's see if we see the close, or does this end up being a hunt? If we close back into 32,500, it's just a hunt.
That's true. But I don't know. I think we could, because of how we closed that weekly. So I was very, I missed it this morning. I should have been keeping an eye out on it. But because of how we closed, at the very least, man, I'm looking for a retest of that 31K region. At least from my TA, the way I like playing these ranges, I'm looking for a 31K retest. Yeah. Because say if we had closed over 33,500, then yes, continuation. But because we closed under, I'm looking for that retest at the very least. If we start breaking below that region, so I'm looking for maybe candle body closes, then yeah, we're coming lower. Could see a deeper pullback.
Well, Kusha, maybe the rest of the market participants do agree with your view of the 35K or 34K region too, right? Because as soon as they saw Bitcoin close underneath that, they're like, hey, let's take our Bitcoin and flood some of those profits into altcoins. Because as soon as we saw Bitcoin do something like that, we saw altcoins start moving and move aggressively. So hey, maybe you're onto something there. You keep an eye on that. If we break 35K though, that means though that if we do break 35K, we're going to see some weakness on all coins again. Not much, because I don't think that's as pivotal as 50,000. But
I think though, you know what, people are so speaking of like just the whole market structure right now with crypto, right? And this is something that happened that last bull market that everyone missed. And it was just that when Bitcoin actually hit its 20K mark, right? There was this big freaking frenzy. Bitcoin was all over the news. And then we started seeing those massive drawdowns after we hit 20K. Remember what happened to the altcoins, Sean? So yes, on the USD charts, they all took a drawdown with Bitcoin. However, unlike Bitcoin, many of the altcoins did not lose their major levels. So they held.
Indeed.
They held only to get picked back up. And that's when we saw that last alt run.
Yep.
That's when we saw Ethereum go all the way up to $1,500.
Indeed. So what are you suggesting, that this is the last?
I'm saying that
altcoin?
I'm just saying keep a close eye out on how the alts actually react to some of these dips, because a lot of times, say Bitcoin actually falls here, okay? Let's just say, for example, say Bitcoin falls here, okay, and so did the other altcoins. That's what I personally will be expecting. However, if the altcoins hold their structure, if they hold some major points of support, I'll be looking for them to pick up strength very fast.
That's true. You have a good point there. Really, really good point. And guys, you all of you in the chat, it'll pay you guys to keep a keen eye on what Kusha's talking about, because people tend to forget that. And Kusha and I have a bunch of rules that we do follow automatically now, and we do tend to forget to give you guys the heads up every now and then, because a lot of things are going to start coming automatically to you guys as well as you mature as traders. And every now and then we're going to give you a heads up, but we'll forget to keep mentioning it every single stream, right, or every single video. So just get a little bull market notebook, pocketbook, and start jotting down notes, because those are the kind of things we were doing in our journey when we were learning. Kusha still has those books. Yeah.
Yes, I do. Like, I'm very, very diligent with actually, noting down all the lessons that I've learned, and also, so I essentially take the lessons and I make rules out of them, because the thing is that as traders, we're all very different. We all have very, very different personalities. So something that may be a weakness for me may not be a weakness for you. So it's about really assessing those things and identifying it. That way you check yourself when you need to check yourself. It's very easy to look at charts and do the analysis and everything, but really executing on those trades, that's when the emotions really step in. And especially when price is moving like this, when price is moving fast, that's when you really get scared, right? And you make really, really bad decisions. So it's about really checking yourself in those moments. Okay, and for that, you need like some sort of written thing. At least for me, I need something in front of my face. I need rules in front of me. But yeah, let's get into the question, Sean. Let's go on to take a look at the chat.
Before we do look at the chat, I was going to say that too, but before we look at the chat, Bitcoin's about to close its 30-minute candle. And just like I said, in 1 minute, it's about to close back into that horizontal I just marked. So guys, and especially those of you in seed, right? How much time have I spent? I've given you guys exercise modules as well to work on your mindset in terms of waiting for that freaking candle close. And more often than not, right, a trade that you think is invalidated ends up being a hunt. Now, we don't know if this is a hunt yet or not, because hey, we may end up just closing slightly underneath, and hey, it's a valid invalidation at that point. But if we do close all the way, I'd want to see a candle close actually above 32,740 to be fully convinced that hey, wow, this was actually a nice liquidity hunt. Now, as of now, I would say that, oh man, this is 20 seconds now. Right, so wait for the candle close. Even if you're not feeling comfortable about the trade anymore, right, you get a better exit, and you're seeing that right now, right? If you panicked, right, if you're on a high level trade and you panic at 31,650, you've just lost out for no reason, because your high leverage trade would have saved you probably a lot of money if you just got out right over here on the retest, because this could have been a retest for and hey, we did close underneath, so you're likely going to see this come down. This is let's go to the 15-minute chart.
15
it becomes
minutes.
tight.
Someone asked about the minute chart.
Yeah, no,
we don't play minute charts here. We're Mango.
We barely ever even look at the 30-minute chart, guys. Like, we're doing it because the trend is so aggressive, and you're seeing this get picked up. And always wait for the candle close. Anyways, let's go on over to the comments. I feel like Kusha and I are just talking to ourselves. We should talk to you guys. Raghunath Reddy says, could you please provide input on Fire Protocol and Reef? Are they on TradingView, man? If they're on TradingView,
yeah, so give us coins that are on TradingView, and also provide the ticker, so that's just easier for us to pull up. Sayed Huck, did we 10? Okay, we're still very new to the whole super chat thingy, so I think he tipped us $10. Appreciate the live stream, guys.
Hey, thank you so
Sayed.
much. Thank you so much. We're not we don't know how this YouTube stream thingy works. We're still learning, as all of you guys are witnessing with our constant mistakes. So thank you very much. We appreciate it.
A lot of mic mistakes, but we'll try and get that fixed. But okay, so what else? So once again, guys, everyone who just entered the stream, we just covered ETH. Okay, there's a dedicated video for that. So just go ahead, go to the channel and check it out there. Okay, so ETH we have covered. Please
Ethereum just gave a retest of $1,000. I hope you guys. That was good. Okay, I don't say I hope you guys took so-and-so trade, but it was a good scalp opportunity for sure. At least for those bounce plays, if you guys know how to play those. But yeah, Kusha, go on.
So also one more thing. So those of you who are new to the crypto space, okay, now that's this. I'll be honest with you. When I first started trading, I was introduced to the world of trading primarily through crypto. Okay, this was my gateway. But you'll notice as soon as you get into exchanges and stuff, right? The first default sort of time frame that you guys see in front of you is the 1 hour time frame.
Yep.
It is usually the lower time frames. And let me tell you something just through experience is that it is very, very, very hard to play the lower time frames. Okay, it's the experienced traders who can actually play the lower time frames effectively. So if you're new to the space, okay, and you're looking to ride a trend, if you're looking to ride the trend on a particular coin, on a particular cryptocurrency, you should be looking at the higher time frames. And when I say higher time frames, I'm talking about the daily going all the way up to the weekly time frame.
On that note, I do want to mention how I can usually tell whether a trader is going to do well in the space or not based on the kind of charts he shows me and the kind of charts he's more interested in. I want to give a shout out to Ollie from the Mango C program on that, right? This kid, I think he's only like 19 or 20. He's really young in his journey. I'm pretty sure this guy's going to do really, really well as long as he keeps his head on his shoulders and stays patient the way he is, because he would show me charts on the bi-weekly, right? The 2-week chart or the 4-day chart. Like there was a time where he sent me a buy opportunity on Link USD based on the 4-day Kijun. And I was thinking to myself, man, this kid is, especially for someone as young as him, kids tend to want to have quicker trades, right? They want to look at the 30-minute chart, they want to look at the 1 hour time frame. But he has recognized that, hey, the easier trades, the mango trades, are all on the higher time frames, and it gives you a better idea of market structure, of whether the market is bullish or bearish. And we talked about that yesterday. One of the easiest things you can do first to keep the probability on your side is identify if the market is bullish or bearish. So stick to the high time frames. Like, even on the dashboard, on app.mangoresearch.co, go ahead and check out Bitcoin's 4-day time frame, guys. The 4-day gave us our trade opportunity 80 days ago, or was it more? 90 days ago? And ever since then, it stayed bullish. It stayed long. You had to do nothing but stay in the trade, and it's up. I don't even remember how much now. 170%, something ridiculous. But yeah.
But yeah, also the Mango dashboard, there's a free version as well. You can find it on app.mangoresearch.co. I think you have access to around 25 different pairs. So if you guys want to go ahead and play around with that, you can go and play around with that. So it'll essentially tell you basically based on the algorithm, you know, which cryptocurrency is long and which one is short. So go ahead and check that out. I think we linked it in the description below. I believe it's there. So if you guys want the link, you can find it in the description. Yep. So let's take another request, Sean.
Yep, I'm gonna tap on over to the comments right now, and hey, I just noticed Saeed's $10 tip. Thank you very much once again, buddy. Appreciate it. Raghunath says ETH possible to go to 5k. Actually, I do pose a argument as to how it could very well go to 5k, perhaps even 10,000. 2 or 3 months ago, I posted a video where Ethereum could go to $10,000. Sounds ridiculous, but I posed a scenario as for how it may go there. Today's video, go ahead and check it out. We talked about that again. You might be interested. Richard Tasker, check the old channel. I'm not sure what you're talking about though, buddy. Oh, the old channel in Bitcoin. I'll come back to it if you tell me what you're talking about specifically in what time frame, right? Live MACD reversed up. I don't look at MACD, man. Ray Sutanto says, how's that? It's fantastic. It's freaking fantastic. just yesterday's live stream, right? Yesterday's live stream around the same time. Okay, just think about it. We were doing a video around this time. And in 20 minutes into the live stream, Ethereum closed the candle where Krisha and I stopped and said, hey, this is it. This is the big candle close. And right after that, boom, $350 up, $400 up actually. So that's huge, man, guys. It's huge. Anyways, scrolling through, do you think... Oh, Ollie's here. Hey, guys. Ollie was just talking about you, man. Streaming from the beach. On the beach. He's so mango. Krisha, he's streaming from the freaking beach. That is so mango.
Ollie is just on fire.
Yeah, we're just talking about you. Not sure whether you heard that. Remy Holman says DNT never reacts to BTC dumps. We'll go ahead and check out DNT as well, Krisha. Keep a note of that. Do you think after ETH reaching... Wait, we looked at DNT yesterday. I think so. I think it was...
No.
Yeah.
That was... This is... Okay, so DNT, are you guys talking about District 0x? Please correct us.
I'll go ahead
Everyone
and just
is-
look at it right now. I think it was...
I think it's District X.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I
We
say
looked
that
at
right.
this yesterday.
District X.
It's
Okay,
it's not
br-
doing too well, my man. Not in my opinion, at the very least. Maybe
Okay,
on the
so one
USD
more
chart.
thing. We need to talk about laggards. Okay, so now people who are new, they often, they look at Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin's gone up too much. Ethereum's gone up too much. I want to check out something that hasn't gone up. Okay, and people find themselves stuck in coins that just don't move.
Yep.
Okay,
exactly.
you're catching the laggard, and you kind of fall into the basket of the laggards. You don't want to be a laggard. Okay, you want to make sure your portfolio is growing, right? So find coins where the move basically what is the interest that I'm trying to look for? Yeah, the direction to least resistance is to the upside. Okay, so
Yes.
things that have already started a trend, an uptrend, that has a much higher probability of having a continuation to the upside. When you grab onto laggards, okay, you're just look at DNT USDT, man. Like, it's not moving. Hell, it's not
opportunity
even
cost.
outperforming USD, and this is something that I'd mentioned in the last live stream. At the very least, you need to make sure that the coin that you're getting into is at the very least outperforming USD.
Yep. Because this is pretty much a stable coin at this point, and in a bull market, opportunity cost can be extremely costly. So keep that in mind. We don't want to lecture you onto what coins to pick, because the last thing, right, I'd want is that for you guys to feel discouraged on one of the coins solely based on what Christian and I are saying, and then you sell, and then it pumps up like 300%, right? So think about your strategy, your personality, all of that, and take everything we are saying with a grain of salt, because we are trend traders. Keep that in mind too. Keep that at the back of your mind before you take anything we say too seriously, because it may not fit your personality. As a trend trader, I want to move with something that's already moving. I don't like sitting on opportunity costs, and with that, I'm always sacrificing the bottom and the tops, right? I never catch the bottoms or the tops. I do sometimes, but it's not because I looked for it. It just happened to be the scenario where everything lined up, with the bottom being just when the trend switches as well. So keep that in mind. Let's go back on over to the comments. Andrew Puckett says, you have some great insight. Thank you so much. Hey man, you're very, very welcome. It's usually the people who are really looking to learn who tend to like Mango, because that's what we really talk about usually, like psychological hurdles that people go through and how you can battle those. We don't really give too many calls, right? And a lot of educational content on technical analysis as well. But remember, guys, TA is literally two parts. It's one major part is risk management, right? It helps you with your risk management. And it is actually the second part that people forget is it's a technical analysis gives you a insight of a view onto the market participants' behavior, and that's what the markets are, the combined behavior of all the human emotions out there. So we just got another tip, Krisha. Hey, 2 tips in one stream. That's a first for us. Miral Gandhi. So I'm definitely gonna answer this question. Do you guys look at fibs? I'm having trouble with fib levels for BCH on the monthly.
Hey,
Okay.
what is BCH up to? I haven't been looking at that one.
So this is a good question, Murad, because I did talk about this, the first part of your question at the very least, a few months ago, when we were looking at Bitcoin on the weekly chart. And I think I was looking at it on BLX specifically, but we can go ahead and talk about it here. But essentially what I talked about back then was that I look at fibs only on the higher time frames, right? Because the issue with fibs is that you don't know, or rather it becomes difficult to choose where do you start from. How do you draw it? Should I pick this low? Should I pick that low? Blah, 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 right? Should I pick this high? Should I pick that high? The one piece of advice I can give you is always try to make your life as simple as possible when pertaining to trading, because you are going to be the most complex hurdle to your trading, right? You as a human being, you have so many emotions that you need to battle. when you're beginning and learning, right, keep all the complexity away, because you need to battle yourself first. Then as you begin to figure yourself out, you can start adding more complexity to your trading. And you don't need fibs, guys. Like fibs it's great, yes, but there are other tools that you use that can give you better trend analysis, better support and resistance. That being said, the tip I can give you for using Fibonacci is always go left to right. Okay, always go left to right. Whether you're picking a high or a low, always go left to right. So let's say I was using Fibonacci on Bitcoin over here, and I'm taking the low to this level over here. You'd mark it like that. Okay, let's say none of this happened and you're looking over here. Yeah, so this is how you mark it, from left to right, always left to right, left to right. So again, you could go the other way as well. You could go from left to right the other way. Oops, messing up. You could go from this region to this region over here, and this is what we did to essentially mark out this zone as accumulation, right? We went from this high to this low over here, always left to right, left to right. But there's so much subjectivity involved as to what you're picking as your low or what you're picking as your high. You could mark out this region too, right? And again, it still works. So I could be like, hey, you know what, I don't want to I would personally go from here to here, right? But there were other people marking it out from here to here. The thing about me as a trader and as a technical analyst, I don't ever disparage, or I don't put other people down for using a certain technique. If it works for them, it works for them, right? Because that's what this is all about, getting an edge. And if they have an edge using those tools, by all means, man, go ahead and use your edge, as long as it keeps working. And your job is not to be a cool technical artist. Your job is to make money in the market. So let's say you're marking it from here to here. Again, it's left to right, left to right. And we talked about how we're using fibs on the high time frame because it's lining up with this region over here on our Ichimoku analysis, on our trend analysis, on our 4-day Mango dynamic, and it looked like massive accumulation. And we said that, hey, if we break this pink zone over here, by the way, I mark the 0.65 and the 0.618 as a golden pocket. As long as we're holding that entire zone, to me, that is a defense. As long as we're holding the zone, I said, this is looking more like accumulation than distribution. And that's why we were getting bullish. That's why we were accumulating our biggest Bitcoin position at the zone. And I want to thank Krisha so much for that, because she was so steadfast on accumulating every single day for this entire period, and it paid off, right? We would have turned bearish if we broke the zone. If we broke the zone, I said, if this then that. If we break 9800-ish, we are looking all the way down to 7800. It's as simple as that. We weren't steadfast on our views. We were like, if it breaks, we are going to be wrong, and we'll switch bearish and look for this move down here. That's how we look at it, Miral, and I hope this answers your question.
Good stuff. Let's go comments. Let me just pan on over. Hey, Crypto Kitty, how's it going? Good to see you in here. Who else? Remy Holloman says, I like DNT for the fact that it's not moving a lot. Playing with it to learn to get better before going to more volatile coins. Made 34% ROI in December by... Okay. I don't know, man. How do you learn from something that's not moving?
That's a very good point, Krisha.
Like, if it's not moving, then you can't really trade it, right? Like, yeah. What's the percent move? You can't really put your systems to the test. You cannot put any of the technical analysis that you have learned to the test if a coin is not moving. So I would even rather forget about, so Sean is a trader, and as in he likes to actually put money on the line. Okay. For me, when I started trading, I was actually just learning off of paper trades. I literally used to mark all my trades on a piece of paper, my entries, my exits, and I used to then consolidate them to see how I did. Now, I still feel like that is better than playing a chart that is not even moving. So be careful with that. I mean, learn, of course, but pick a chart that you can learn from. Water says, Krisha, look at Theta is falling and alt season maybe starting again. Theta front run the rest of the alts. Okay, yes, Theta. Of course, that's a Wouter. So Wouter has been doing extremely well with Theta. Every time I look at Theta, I think of Wouter.
Yep.
Man, so this is looking freaking phenomenal. I feel like and this also, so right now I'm currently looking at Theta USDT on the weekly time frame. Now for those of you who are into patterns and stuff, now if you look at Theta's chart on the weekly, you'll see like this rising wedge. Now rising wedge on a technical standpoint is a bearish pattern, right? And this is something that we saw a rising wedge actually as soon as Bitcoin actually saw that dump to 3K, and then we started seeing that massive rally to 7K. And everyone was, talking about a rising wedge. I saw it too. The thing is that you cannot really put your biases, do not apply your biases onto the pattern before the pattern actually breaks. So now take Theta USDT, for example, on the weekly time frame. Okay, you can see this beautiful rising wedge. All right. However, notice what happened there. It broke to the upside. Despite it being a bearish pattern, okay, it has broken to the upside, signaling trend continuation. And that is exactly what happened to Bitcoin as well.
Indeed.
It broke to the upside, signaling trend continuation, and said, screw your pattern. I don't give a shit if you're bearish. Okay, I am going up. And this is why do not apply your biases to, the chart. Let the chart speak for itself. Okay, and always when it comes to pattern plays, wait on the break. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Wait on the break.
Exactly. We talk about this in more detail in the trend analysis module. So for those of you who need a refresher, please go ahead and watch it.
Yes.
Kusha,
yes.
Saeed mentioned before he deleted it, but I caught that, buddy. I caught that. I do want to touch on that a little bit. He talked about how the 4-hour just closed, and he is right. The 4-hour has just closed, or rather, it's about to close. And this is where I want to spend some time, because a lot of people are going to be looking at the structure. I'm not sure though, right? It depends on how people look at it. But Kusha, would you call this a potential head and shoulders on the 4-hour time
I was
frame?
actually looking at that side. Believe it or not, I was actually looking at that. I don't know. No, I wouldn't.
Okay, so regardless, right, to me, it doesn't really matter whether you call it head and shoulders or not. The psychology of what's going on over here could be looked at as a distribution pattern that could break towards the downside, because we had the initial push to 33,000 right over here. I'm going to pull out my crayon brush. Initial push. Okay, think about the psychology, guys. Okay, even whether you're pattern traders or trend traders, always think about the psychology of the market. But this is the 4-hour, right? So be careful. Lower time frames don't matter as much, but you can use it on any time frames if you see similar structure. First push to 33,000. Bears try their attempt and they pushed it lower to around 30,000. Bulls step in, push it back up all the way to 35,000. Bears come in again, push it lower. Not as low, okay, not as low as they did initially to 30,000, but they pushed it lower. They rejected the continuation and pushed it to 32,000. Bulls step in again, but this time the bulls show some weakness. They weren't able to push it higher, okay? This is where now traders like me come in. Let's say I was looking to short this market, okay? I'm not, because I'm macro bullish. Let's say I'm looking to short this market. I'm looking at this, I'm like, are the bulls beginning to show some weakness over here? Are they beginning to show a lack of conviction, okay, to continue this trend towards the upside? Are the bulls themselves taking profits? Because remember, when a bull takes profits, he is essentially adding fuel to the short side, right? He is selling into the market. So when I see the sell over here, or rather I see the failure to continue to push higher like they did over here, like initially when the bears stepped in at 33k, the bulls stepped in and pushed it higher. Here they didn't. But am I going to short over here just based on that? No. I want to see confirmation. There are two things I can look for confirmation. A 4-hour candle close underneath 32,000. If I see that, I'm like, all right, cool. The bulls have given up. They're not looking to push this higher. Or confirmation of invalidation of my thesis. If the bulls actually go ahead and take out this high over here, it means that, hey, wait a minute, the bulls aren't done just yet. This could very well go ahead and continue to take out the previous high of around 34,800. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because now, even though you were wrong in your initial thesis, you being wrong and you've identified that you're wrong gives you a trade opportunity to the other side. Now I'll wait. Okay, cool. They have shown me that they still have some strength. If they now take out this high, I have a trade opportunity from 35k upwards to around $40,000. That's how you formulate your thesis in this kind of blue sky breakout, guys. So I'm giving you guys a peek into my mindset, and this is quickly done. Of course, there are a lot more things you can look at with your indicators, etc., etc.
Yes, sirree. These are all lessons, eh? Now, for those of you, I know many of you guys here are looking for calls. Should I buy now? Should I sell now? Let me tell you something. Okay, a lot of people are going to tell you, oh, buy now. You're going to find a lot of calls on things like Twitter and shit. But they're all going to tell you when to buy. No one's going to tell you when to sell. Okay, and you're going to be left there bag holding. If you do not know how to read the chart, you're going to be left there bag holding. So be very, very careful. And that is a good recipe for, yeah, making a lot of money, but also losing that money.
Exactly.
Okay, your end goal, okay, of this market should be, well, to hang on to all the gains that you have made. And that is going to be the hard part.
Yep.
Okay, so be careful with all of these calls. We do not give calls, period. Done. We do not give calls here. So if your question is, should I buy now, should I sell now, that's for you to decide. We're going to give you some unbiased analysis, and then you can make your decision based on that.
Yeah. So going back to what Saeed said, Saeed,
yes.
You could very well say that that was a rejection based on what I just explained, right? You could say that the bulls tried to push higher and they got rejected. No, it's not wrong, man. It's not wrong at all. So going back now on over to the comments. Do you think that after ETH reaching all-time high, the rest of the top 10 will follow? That's not a good mindset to have, Lifas. It's, again, what Krisha talked about. You're waiting for the laggards. You need to look at the charts and see if the altcoins actually are showing the strength. I can't say that from just people say, oh, yeah, that's what happened in the last bull market. You just don't fall for that. Look at the information in front of you. If it was that easy to just look at what happened in the past and say, hey, this will happen again, people would be millionaires, man. Imagine if it was that easy. If life was that easy, Jesus. It's not. Don't fall for that. Let's go back on to the comments. Hi, could you check out Injective Protocol, INJ? Sure, I'll look at it really quickly.
Everyone's panicking about Ethereum. Good lord. Oh. Sorry, go on, Sean. I'm just kind of reading the comments and just talking out loud.
This coin has been in a weekly uptrend, man. It's actually not bad.
What coin is this?
ING BTC.
I think someone had asked us about this one. Or did I catch it? I think I saw it either on the Mango dashboard or someone asked. USDT?
To be honest, this may actually be something to keep an eye on, man. So, what was your name again? Oh, jeez, I lost you on the comments. Damn, I wanna give you a shout out for that. So,
that's a good chart. It's very neat, very readable.
Okay, I lost you, man, in the comments. I'm still new to the live streaming thing, you guys. I do apologize. Okay, so Mo asks, Mango Research, not talking about any coins in specific, but are you bullish or bearish in the market in general right now? And for how long? That's actually a good question. A little bit difficult for me to answer, which is what makes it a good question. I am, of course, extremely bullish on the market. Until the trend actually switches towards the downside on Bitcoin, Ethereum, on the USD timeframes, I will be on the higher timeframes, USD weekly timeframes, I will remain bullish. Ethereum was the big clue for us, which is why we got bullish all the way at that 4-hour candle on Ethereum is looking a little bit ugly, which is why people are probably getting scared. But look at the monthly, guys, and keep yourselves mango. Just look at the monthly. Is that anything to be scared of? Imagine if you guys got scared of the monthlies right over here. When we were buying over here at Mango, okay? When we bought this $300 dip, when it came all the way down to 310-ish, right? That's where I added aggressively. You guys were probably getting scared because you're looking at the lower time frames. You can't do that. You're going to miss out on the meat of the move. And crypto's about this. Crypto's about catching this. Crypto's not about catching those few percents, guys. Crypto's about catching. What is it right now? We have an average position around 290 to 300-ish. I've been adding more though, so I don't know what the average is anymore. It's 300% thus far. And if we do break this monthly candle above, over here at 1,313, I'm looking for much, much more. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we see $5,000 Ethereum. But if we don't, does it matter? No, it's still massively in the green.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but to answer the next part of your question, for how long, right? That is almost difficult, almost impossible to answer, right? It goes against what we do at Mango. We don't try to time tops or bottoms. But just to put it out there, based on my completely separate analysis that has nothing to do with my trading, I'm looking for this market to show me signs of whether it wants to continue or not somewhere around June or July, and I will reassess, right, based on what we are seeing. You never really can tell so much ahead of time, right? Like, we're too early right now. But a good example was this altcoin rally that took place in 2020 around September. Should I go ahead and check out my SXP video? Towards the end of the video, I said, guys, this is what I'm seeing on the charts, but my view right now is that we are going to go into an altcoin bear market. So I'm getting out of all altcoins, regardless of whether I think this may go up or down. It doesn't matter. I was bearish, right? And I got bearish on the entire altcoin market. Why? Because of the signs I was seeing immediately in the next few days or in the past few days that happened. So I can't say right now what's going to happen that far into the future. It's just difficult, guys. Which is why you guys should never take calls from anyone, because something may change and he or she may see that change and act on it. And he may not be able to tell you in time. So never take calls.
Yeah. And also, like, anyone, especially in this point of the cycle right now, okay, in this point of the market cycle right now, if anyone is, giving you a reversal time, if they're timing the reversal with conviction, guys, please
It's
ignore.
not possible.
Okay, like, it's a recipe for disaster if you're following calls like that. It's absolutely, it can get really ugly really fast, and you're just going to get burnt at the end of it. All right, especially when the market's at this freaking bullish and stimulus is on the freaking rise. Be very careful with these things.
Another big red flag, guys, even as to who you should listen to going into this market, right, in terms of friends that you may meet online or friends that you may know. You'll hear about them, or you'll hear them say things like, hey man, this so-and-so influencer called the top of the last market, so-and-so influencer called the bottom of so-and-so market. That's a red flag that the person the person you're talking to or listening to at the moment doesn't know what he's talking about, right? And as you mature as a trader, you will understand why I'm saying that. Because no respectable real trader will ever commend or applaud any trader's ability to call the top or call the bottom. Because that's the one truth we know, that we know nothing. We don't know when things are going to end. We don't know when things are really going to start. We can look for signs and clues, and there's a probability, and you can take a chance on that probability. Even the great Paul Tudor Jones, by the way, who was able to cash in big on some of the tops of the market, he openly would tell you that it's almost impossible to do, and the way he was doing it was very, very risk managed and very, very risk controlled by trying to keep timing it throughout the market's way towards the upside, right? He'd try and then cut his losses really quick, right? It wouldn't succeed, and then finally on the 5th try or the 7th try, because he had that good risk management control, he would get the big win.
Yeah.
Right? But he was still bullish on the market until it got bearish. And then he would put on those trades at times where he saw the signs, where he was like, I think we're about to go through a landfall. But he'd be wrong, he cut it. Do you guys have that emotional control? Do you guys have that emotional responsibility? If you don't just yet, you haven't proven to yourselves that you guys have that, don't try. It's just harder.
Yeah. So be careful. Be careful of who you listen to at the end of the day.
So Ryan Owen, hey, we got another tip, Krisha. 3 in one stream. So Ryan Owen is asking a question on Quant Network. That sounds familiar. Bad chart, strong FA token metrics. Hey man, in a bull market, bad chart is that's the first tip I can give you. In a bull market, if the chart looks crap, why aren't the fundamentals reflecting on the chart? You need to ask yourself that. In a bull market, you want the fundamentals to reflect on the chart. Always. The charts tell the story. Wait for the chart to look good, and then look to get into that.
What's the ticker? What's the ticker? Is it just Quant? Because I can only see Quant BTC. I don't see a Quant USD.
Is it Quant QNT BTC? Let us know in the comments, man. Ashok says, hey, I'm late. Hey, man, yes, you are late. What the hell? You have no excuse. No excuse, Ashok.
Jeez, Ashok.
So it's QNT. All right, let's look at
QNT.
it, Oh, dude, this is on
QNT.
Bittrex. Is it on? Yeah,
It's
I've
got
charted
wrapped
this before.
ether.
Charted this before. And you can
No,
see it broken.
man. Oh,
No, don't trade things that are on
no.
Bittrex only, man. You can see
Especially if it
that.
has fundamentals and the technicals are not there. Usually it's the technicals that first sort of
Yeah.
give you the signs that, hey, you know what, there may be some fundamental news coming out. But if there's fundamental news and the technicals look like crap, and so I'll be honest with you, okay, man. I have been in a chart like this in the last bull market. All right. And it hurt big time. And there was a lot of opportunity cost.
Yeah, I remember
Like
that.
tremendous opportunity cost, and it's just not worth it.
You'll
And
just be
especially not
waiting.
in a bull market that's so volatile and moves so damn fast. So be very careful about getting into certain charts. In a chart like this, I would not touch. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly. This is why we keep telling people just go with the strength and go with the trend, because what you don't want, right? As much as you believe in the fundamentals, what you don't want is sitting through the downtrend while everyone else around you is making money. Now that shouldn't affect you anyways, but why make your life harder? Why make your life harder than it needs to be? Like yesterday I spent so much time talking about this. I went on a huge ramble where I was talking about just get in on the strength of the market and then wait for, let's say this coin over here, right? Oops. It's on a falling channel. Let's say it breaks towards the upside. What's wrong in getting in after and then you ride it towards the upside, right? All your job should be is to make your entire net worth go up. Like that's all you need to care about. It doesn't matter where you get in, as long as you're going with the ride in the right direction, right? Just go with the flow, man. Go with the flow. So yeah, you don't want to miss out on opportunity, guys. Opportunity cost is going to kill you in a bull market, and then the last thing you want is to wait for your coin to pump, and the bull market is almost towards an end, and then you finally get that small pump, you get excited, and the bull market ends, and it just gets sold into, right? That's bad. This is bad. So let's go back on over
Kyle
to
is
the
here.
comments.
Kyle Medina. What's up, man?
Hey, I suck at catching bottoms. It's the very reason I don't over leverage. You don't need to catch bottoms, man. You don't need to catch bottoms. When have we ever tried to catch bottoms at Mango and we still do so freaking well, so well?
Yeah.
Right.
It's a fool's game because let's face it, there's no such thing as this is the bottom. No, shit can really fall.
Yeah. Like, okay, you guys could be geniuses. You guys could try to be geniuses and try to catch the top of the bottom. Or you could be in a situation like Krisha and me where we don't ever need to work a day in our lives ever again by not trying to catch the bottom and the tops. We don't get to brag to anybody and tell people, hey man, I caught the bottom of the S&P market or this market, blah, blah, blah. But hey, because we are looking to be more conservative traders, we can put on more risk, right? We can put on, I don't want to say risk, more size when we are sure about the trade. When we're sure about the trade, we put on size. When we try to catch bottoms and tops, you're so scared all the time because, hey, what if this keeps going down? What if this keeps going down? And then if it does go down, damn, you've lost so much net worth, right? You don't want that. Right, so you can either be a genius or you can be financially free. That's how I look at it, and I'd rather not be a genius. I'll just be free, which is it sounds better, man.
So I'm noticing that a lot of the charts are getting that bounce right now. And this is another thing that I want to really talk about, actually. So when it comes to like breakdowns, right? So Sean had mentioned something in one of the examples that he just gave you guys, wherein if things break down, you're likely, your best bet is to sort of wait, and maybe you'll get a better sort of sell opportunity, right? And I find that in bull markets, you have a higher probability of getting a better sell, okay?
Yep.
Because the overall structure is bullish, okay? The momentum, the overall macro momentum is bullish. You're likely going to get a better sell order, okay? And it's vice versa for a bear market. All right, so now look at what's happening. So I do believe that, Bitcoin did break down. I think that's a confirmed break on that candle. But now notice how we're getting that little pump to the upside. You're likely going to get a better sell, So this is just a very quick example. I'm looking at Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. But yeah, so take note of these little signatures in a bull market, because this is going to help you.
Yep.
All right,
exactly.
through the rest of the bull market. So what else? Kyle said BZRX. Kyle, when you mentioned BZRX, I actually got a wheel sniper alert. Sean hates my wheel
Oh
sniper
my
alerts because
God.
it just distracts the shit out of me.
And it's so
But-
useless. So useless. What is that? I don't know. Why, guy?
It's just there. I'm like, oh, Bitcoin pump. Look at
Yeah.
the buy order. But okay, no, but BZRX. I saw a massive sell on BZRX just now, and damn, is that it? Did we just close a candle?
Did you see
We
a
did, right?
massive
Yeah, we
sell?
did.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I saw a massive sell order that I got notified about on Wheel Sniper. And
So I'm looking at the weekly chart for whoever asked. Oh, Kyle asked, right? Okay, Kyle. So Kyle, if you flip this level over here at around 18 cents, this is likely going to go ahead and test the top of this descending triangle that we broke down. Level by level, of course. So we can go ahead and mark out some areas of interest. First target would be, I would say here, and then here, and then here. It's that simple. Keep it simple, keep it mango. But wow, do you like the better trades in my opinion? But
Yeah.
hey, who knows? Maybe you guys have a fundamental view on this.
these charts can get extremely volatile enough
Yeah.
to like give you some good
Massive
gains.
wins, yeah.
However, just getting it right can be the tricky part.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so that's why we look at some charts and we're like, no, there are better trades to be had.
So Devon says, why even bother or get confused with S coins? Focus up S coins. When you say focus up, I think you're talking about coins that are trending up. You're right on that. Always, if coins are already trending up, that's the easier trade. So, Kushal, are there any questions that I missed? Are people getting stimulus checks? I don't know. Let me know. I don't know. I'm not following any of that.
It's like, let us know if they are.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only down $55 regardless. That doesn't really tell me anything on what's your position size. If you took a trade that is $100 position size and you're down 55, you've lost almost 50% of your trade, man, and that's not good. It should always be based on percent. If you've taken a freaking $10,000 trade and you're only down $55, it doesn't mean much, right? So you could, I pay freaking 50, way more. I pay like $150 sometimes just on my transaction fees, man. So
someone's in the chat has been asking for DIA, DIA.
I've actually heard of that one.
I think this is like the third, fourth time someone's asked for it.
Let's go.
I think this is a relatively new coin, eh? What's the is that the project's name? DIA?
Yeah, DIA USDT.
What is it? DIA? So
again, this is a lot like DNT. Yeah. This is a lot like DNT, man. I'm not sure if you were here when we talked about DNT, man, but this is a coin that's just going sideways on USD and losing Bitcoin value. There's no trade to be had over here. It's opportunity cost, massive opportunity cost. First, you look at, okay, this is one thing that you guys can just use as a general rule. First, look at the USD chart. Is it going sideways? If it's going sideways, alright, cool, that is already a bad sign because we're in a bull market and you don't want that, right? Like in a bull market, you want to be outperforming USD. That's the minimum thing you want. Okay, first thing is to outperform USD. Then you look at DRBDC and you're like, alright, cool, I'm losing so much value against Bitcoin too. I might as well just be in Bitcoin because Bitcoin is trending against USD. DIA is a protocol like Chainlink. It's one of those Oracle protocols that people were talking about.
We had Band too, right?
Yeah,
Band was also a Chainlink.
And we made so much money on Band, guys. We made
Yeah.
so much freaking money on Band. And hey, Band is looking good. Damn.
Holy
but
moly.
we
Yeah,
got out of.
I just pulled it up.
But look at this. Guys. We traded Band all the way from around, I believe, somewhere around here-ish, right? Somewhere around here. Here. We kept adding all the way to the top. We kept adding even somewhere around here we added. But as soon as we saw this sign, put the M-like formation, broke down, we sold here, right? We sold right over there. And look at the beautiful sell it had given us. This is an example. I'm not showing this off to you guys to say, hey man, look at how much money I made. I'm showing this to you guys as, hey, we don't catch the tops or the bottoms, right? We didn't get banned over here. right? Some people may have bought at 27 cents. We didn't. We got in at around $1.25, right? An entire dollar higher. And we didn't sell the top either. We didn't sell at 15. We sold all the way at around 9-ish or 10-ish, right? So this is what I mean by, as a trend trader, you don't need to catch the top or the bottoms. It's not worth it. You just catch the meat of the move, and hey, look at that. That was a 750% move, guys. Do you need to catch the top and the bottoms, right? How many of you are losing money in an attempt to try to do that? So I hope this helps. Band held levels.
What?
Band held key levels.
Yeah,
I thought we would have given up.
It's looking so good. It's actually looking really good. It's looking very strong. Looking extremely strong here.
I'm gonna put an alert here.
Those asking for Cardano, so we'll be covering Cardano separately in another video, but we did go over Cardano just earlier in this video
In the stream,
already.
yeah.
So we just
I'll
did
cover
that. We
Cardano.
covered. You're late, boy.
Yeah.
But no, I'll be, the next altcoin video that I'll be covering is going to be Cardano. So I'll be doing a specific video only for Cardano. Okay? So all you ADA lovers, that's what you watch for. But it's looking good, bottom line. I'm looking
Cardano's looking
at 19. So on the weekly, at the very least, I'm looking at that 19-cent region as support. We closed over that, and I'm looking for continuation at this point.
Yep. So I'll pull up Cardano in a second. I'm just setting my alerts for Band. Band is looking pretty good.
Band is looking really good.
Let me look at the Bitcoin
Band
chart.
very good.
Band, but no, Band BTC.
Also, don't get too
The Bitcoin chart again is in a massive downtrend, but again, the USD chart held key levels on the USD pairing, so I do like that.
Yeah.
So if
So
it
at the very
flips
least,
this,
guys,
if it
USD.
flips this level on the Bitcoin pairing, 0.36ish, that's when I get interested in Band. And guess what, guys? This is where it becomes an easy trade, right? Because you're looking at Band at 0.0002337ish, whatever. You guys look at the number. I'll zoom in for you guys. Okay, take a screenshot if you guys want. If we flip this level, it's going to line up likely as long as Bitcoin behaves. It's going to line up with Band flipping its USDT pairing too, right? Right over here. Key horizontal right over here. This is a massive accumulation zone on the USD pairing. And first target would be somewhere around 1250ish. Actually no, somewhere around 1150ish. So yeah, Band interesting as well. Now we can look at ADA quickly again, one last time.
Everyone loves Cardano.
Alright, so what are we talking about in Cardano? Kisha, you want to do another recap, or should I?
I mean, I'm just looking at the levels that I've drawn out on my chart. So I'm looking at the weekly. I'm just going to cover the weekly for you guys right now. So essentially the level that I was looking at for Cardano to close over on the weekly time frame was about 18-19 cents, okay? And we did close. We got a confirmation on that. Now, the next region of resistance for Cardano. So now, essentially, what you need to understand is that that is now resistance turned into support. So at the very least, even if Cardano has to come down from here, for this picture to kind of remain bullish in my perspective, I am going to be looking for that 18-cent region to hold as support. Okay,
Exactly.
I do not want to see candle body closes underneath 18 cents if I am looking for another move to the upside.
Yep.
Okay, so yes, this could come down if the market falls. If Bitcoin takes a dip right now, Cardano could also take a dip right now, but I'll be looking for support at 18 cents at the very least for this chart to remain bullish.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and do a quick recap too. Again, we're looking for this resistance over here at around 23 cents to be retaken. And earlier this stream, we talked about how we can drill down now to the 4-hour time frame to see whether we can push in a bullish consolidation at this level, right? I can go ahead and undo so you guys see what I drew. Let's see. Okay, that's showing up there. Okay, so we drew this, right? We're like, all right, if we put in a bullish consolidation over here at high, low, high, low, high, low, that could be a buy opportunity. Each of the high lows for you to build a position.
Yeah.
If we put in those high lows and then break towards the upside, there's one last buy opportunity at the retest of the 22 cent level. And then you're looking for the high at 23 cents to be taken out to see the push much higher. Let's see. Cardano could surprise everyone once again. Cardano was one of our bigger winners too in the last
it's going to get
cycle.
volatile though, eh?
Yeah.
I think Cardano is it's in a volatile range right now, so I'll be looking for like some pretty pretty big moves. What else? Someone mentioned STX. So guys, we'll be taking some last requests before we wrap up this this live stream. It's been fun.
Yes, STX. Let's see.
I think STX was from the last bull run.
I'm not sure.
No. Okay, no, maybe it was not STX.
So STX, you're looking for it to break this Bitcoin level at around 0.1741. It's holding sideways against Bitcoin, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually looking, even on the USD chart, it's actually looking really, really good right now. So he said this, there may be a Coinbase listing. I'm noticing Coinbase is like really, you know, pushing on their onboarding.
This is a good chart, man.
Yeah.
This is a good chart on like relatively to a lot of the bad coins that people have been asking us to look at. When I look at the Bitcoin pairing over here, it's going sideways. What does that mean? It means that it's been keeping up with Bitcoin, which is pretty freaking good. Bitcoin has been a mega bull. So if it breaks this level over here at 0.1749, it's going to outperform Bitcoin, going all the way to a good 50% move to around 0.2578. If it breaks that as well, well then pretty much blue sky breakout right after that. This could actually be a good chart to keep an eye on. So good call on that one, man.
I'm saving this one. This one actually looks really good. Block stats.
SNX.
Thanks for this.
Someone says SNX. Not bad either, to be honest. Not as good, but not bad. It actually has taken out a key level already. It's holding that level. So again, if it does take out this week's, or rather 2 weeks ago, the candle closed high at around 3140 and closes the week above there, then this could actually make its way all the way up here, man. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and look at the daily. Yeah, this isn't bad either. This isn't bad either. What's up with these S coins? SNX, STX. You could look at this as a structure, ascending triangle, like-ish, very, very ugly, right? But again, you're pairing this against one of the most bullish assets on the market. Let me look at the USD pair.
But it's still looking good considering, you know, what Bitcoin actually did. The fact that it held, so that means it did really well on
the USD pairing.
USD, right?
Yeah, so you want this to hold around $7. Ooh, actually, that $7 was a high, which it broke above. It consolidated against it, on it, and this is looking good. This wants to go, man. This wants to go. This is looking good.
These are good charts, guys. By the way, if you want to look at good charts to be playing, right? It's coins like this. In a bull market, at the very least, your coin needs to be trending against USD. Okay, it is your duty to make sure it is.
Yeah, well said, Kusha. This could actually get all the way up to $10 and beyond. So it's a good chart, man. Good chart indeed. All right, so Fatima Shumela, that's actually a beautiful name. It says Doge. Didn't that pump because of a fake Elon Musk or something? I mean, I'll go look at it.
I don't know, Doge. I always feel dirty
pumped.
trying to dissect that chart because there's literally no TA. It's just pump, dump, pump, dump.
Yeah,
pump,
this
pump,
is nothing.
dump.
I can't look at this. I'm sorry, Fatima. This is more something you probably heard of it on a pump and dump channel or just on Twitter or something. How long will ETH go? We did a video on Ethereum just this morning, a dedicated video. Go ahead and check that out, Jay. It's in our channel. Ryan Owen says GRT. Hey man, let's go ahead and look at GRT. How's it going, Ryan? Talked to you just 2 minutes ago. GRT. What am I doing? I'm clearly tired. First look at the Bitcoin pairing. No, man. Same thing, buddy. Same thing.
Okay, wait. You looked at Doge on BTC, right? GRT.
Yeah.
GRT looks bad. Even Doge looks better than GRT, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at Doge USDT on Polo.
So Ryan, what you need to do is click the link down below to join our Discord channel and start learning with the rest of the community. We do we're always learning in there, and we answer questions as much as we can. Everyone's helpful in there, not just me and Kusha. We have
no
Vishal,
calls.
we have Ollie, we have Avi. Avi's not here. I don't think he's not here. We have some really, really great people. I'm probably forgetting some names.
But yeah, don't come in and ask, should I buy now? Should I sell now? We're just gonna turn that down, and they will too. That's why they're so freaking awesome. They're totally mango.
Yeah, they're totally mango. They'll just tell you no calls. Drumil asks about XRP, so let's go ahead and look at that one.
Yes, XRP. So I'm a big fan of XRP, only to trade. I don't care about the project, honestly. Sean, not so much.
I mean, no, that's not true. What are you talking about? I don't care. I just, it doesn't fit my trading style. I have nothing against XRP. It just doesn't fit how I like to trade. That's all. Right? It's very, it doesn't fit my trend analysis trading style. That's all that matters to me. XRP, I don't know, man. It's not looking good. Wasn't this removed from almost every market? Where do you trade this? Okay, Binance, I guess, still has it. Yeah, this is opportunity, Thrumel. Opportunity cost. So buy strength, buddy. I think there's probably opportunity on this on lower time frames.
Yeah. So I think for this to really take a turn, I'll at the very least, man, I'll be looking for XRP to start living over 32 cents. At the very least. Before then,
Yeah.
Once again, like Sean just said, opportunity cost in a bull market, and look at everyone's sidebars right now. It's all green. It's just flashing green. You do not want to be stuck in a laggard.
So if we close a weekly candle above 31 cents, just like Kusha said, then you can look for a move to 48 cents. But
And yeah, fine. You know what? From where it's at to that 31 cent mark, that's a good. It's a pretty significant chunk there. Okay, so I get that. But we also spoke about catching bottoms and catching tops. Your only duty right now is to catch the meat. Okay, as far as the percent move goes, you can always make that in a coin that's actually moving.
Yep.
Okay, and it's also right now there's a lot of FUD around this one, so be careful. That's all. Just employ some level of risk management if you guys want to be playing XRP.
Exactly. So we got another question on Ethereum. Hey man, we just covered Ethereum at the beginning of this, and we did a dedicated video on Ethereum, so please go ahead and check that out. We did a proper analysis on Ethereum just this morning. You can find it on the channel link, which just click on the mango icon down there and you'll find the video. I'll go ahead and look at somebody asked for something and I wanted to look at it. What was it? Oh, Zill. Yeah, Zill. Let's end off with Zill, Kusha.
Yes, sir.
Zill.
Ooh,
Rishi.
Zill.
Yeah.
Zill was actually one of those coins that did extremely well in that last alt run that happened last summer.
Oh, this is beautiful. Look
and
at this
it is a
weekly
beautiful
chart.
chart.
Look at the weekly chart. This is what you
This
guys
is
want to see,
gorgeous.
guys. Look at this. Look at this formation. Look at the structure. Consolidation. You can call this call it whatever you want. A cup and handle. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. Is this a cup and handle, Kusha? Pattern queen? Could you let us know?
Wait. I'm kind of panning on over to your chart. Yes, it is. It's
Okay,
perfect. It is the most perfect cup and handle you can see. Okay, I actually caught this one. As in when I was doing my analysis, I'm like, damn, this is so neat. This is easily the most beautiful cup and handle on any of the altcoins right now.
Yeah, so you break it, retest the horizontal too. Beautiful retest, beautiful opportunity over here for those of you caught it. I did not. And now continuation. Let's see, what would your measured move be? Kusha, I'll do mine over here.
I think it's probably met already. It's had a pretty significant move.
Oh yeah, damn.
I think it's done. It is done.
Okay, wow,
But,
it's had a 300% move already. So let's go ahead and look at the
pretty
lower
intense.
time frames now to see if this wants to continue. Okay, so on the lower time frames, we are in a downtrend. So keep that in mind, Rishi. Lower time frames, there's no opportunity over here. Okay, look at this. Okay, scroll back a little bit or zoom out a little bit. This kind of structure is what you want to trade for an uptrend, right? And then the push up. Now over here was where things got a little bit iffy, and this goes back to the beginning of our video, beginning of the stream, where we talked about this, where you see a push up, see a high low, the bulls fail to push another high. Instead, now you want to wait to see, okay, I either buy the next higher low unless we put in a lower low, right? So you can try for a trade here, but as soon as you took out this low here and put in a lower low, that's it, that's out, that's it, you're out of your trade, out of your trend trade. Okay, what happens right after? You put in a lower high. So now we have a high, lower high, lower high, higher low with a lower low, lower low. That's your downtrend. Okay, now what do? Well, you wait for this downtrend to break if you're playing the lower time frames, right? If this lower time frame downtrend breaks towards the upside, that's when you can get back in and ride the trend towards the upside. That's all you guys have to do for this bull market, guys. Play in the direction of the trend.
Yes, sirree.
All right, so I hope that helps you guys. We are at 1 hour 41 minutes now.
Yeah.
If you guys like the stream, if you guys want more of these, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe, because that's how we know that these streams are actually worth the time. Otherwise, it's really hard for us to judge, right?
Yeah.
So if you enjoy the stream, hit the like at the very least. You don't need to subscribe, just hit the like. So that's because we look at the likes per video to judge whether the video is well received.
Yes, sirree. And yeah, I hope this stream helped as far, again, ETH, guys. We covered ETH. I'll be covering ADA later on today, Cardano. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. And Sean, any final notes?
No. It's just
Okay,
almost
perfect.
feeling surreal, man. This market, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Thank about friggin' time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 2-3 year long bear market, so this is good. We all deserve this one. After being quarantined, we deserve this one.
Yeah, especially after being
Guys,
quarantined.
with this, I hope this helped. Trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Trade the easy way, guys. Ciao. Losing my breath.
Brilliant. I'll see you guys later, guys. Enjoy the music. I'll leave the music on for a little bit. I'll chat with you guys too in the chat. But yeah, I enjoyed this with you guys. Ciao.
I guess you're back. Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume there will always be a place for you by my side, day or night. You know that it's killing me. Why do you always leave? It's not right. We don't fight, but I know what you've been through. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain, 'cause I know you're on the run. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, your secrets to my grave, 'cause you are the only one. so